Hi, Melissa. I'm glad you're coming to talk to me about what you're going through, and I'm just wanted to let you know that I'm all ears, and you can say what you feel.
Thank you so much, because it's been bothering me. So my husband, he's actually thinking of changing jobs, and we're also in the situation of where to put my child. So if he's trying to look for a new job, he might be off work for a couple of months, and I keep telling him just to keep his job and find a new job while he still has his job, and if he wants this one, he could let go of the one he has right now and cross over to that one, so he at least has a financial income coming into our house. And through this, we're trying to think of where we should put our child. Our child is 4 years old now, and we have different outlooks of where to place our child for during the day when we're working. So he is thinking of daycare, but I'm thinking of more of a more creative place to put our child. Have you heard of anything, like, just from your knowledge? Just like, have you...
I do know that preschool is a good option if you would prefer that instead of daycare. But I just want to make sure I heard everything right. So your husband is getting a new job.
Yes.
And you want him to wait to get a new job just until he has, so he wants to keep his job but look for another job at the same time. And then you guys have kind of a disagreement with where you want to put your child, right?
Yes.
So,
just like different opinions.
Yeah. So do you want to, do you mind telling me, why he needs a new job? Is it just his own personal choice, or do you guys need more money?
It's just his personal choice. Like, I feel like his job is pretty good. He works as a sound technician, but he wants to do something more with more financial income. He was thinking of actually going back to university and taking business school and to take something in business, but he's also thinking of finding another job, something more creative, and so I'm supportive of what he wants, but
I totally understand your frustration. I would feel the same way. Have you actually sat and talked to him about, I guess, holding off on getting a new job, or if you have talked to him, what has he said about that?
Yeah, I've told him I want him to keep his job right now and to be looking for another job at the same time, so he at least has a financial income. But he just wants to quit his job altogether and look for something else, so nothing is coming into our home. And he never came home upset about his job. Besides his boss, he said he didn't like his boss, and he had issues with his boss. He wasn't too fond of him, and so I think that's where he wants to quit his job. But I also said, if you enjoy this job, as a sound technician at a radio station, if you enjoy it, why don't you work at a different radio station? Because it's a similar thing, but just a different manager.
And what did he say about that?
He's thinking about it, but he's the type of person that has a lot of ideas and plans, but he never really sticks to it. So he has all these thoughts of what to do, jobs, careers, adventures, traveling, but he just doesn't really put himself to it.
Yeah.
So
have you told him how it makes you feel? I know you guys have talked about the situation, but have you told him how much stress you're feeling about the situation, and maybe you telling him that maybe that might help him, see it from your view?
I have. And he actually took a business course a couple of months ago, and he was interested in it, but I don't think that's where he wants to go. So he wants to go to business school too, so it's just, I think we're just going to talk about it, and maybe we'll look into preschoolers because of what you said. I find that might be a good option. He wants daycare, but if preschoolers, do they have a lot of creativity kind of
Yeah, I mean,
in the program.
preschool is very different from daycare. I mean, I feel like they learn a lot more in preschool, and they have a lot more options available. It's very open-ended in the sense that they're not really restricted to do one thing. Like in an art activity, for example, there's just a bunch of materials laid out for them to use, and there's no restriction. Whereas I think in a daycare, there's sort of like a bit more restriction. So I think creativity is encouraged in preschool. So I think that would be a really good option. And you guys, maybe you guys can talk, and you guys are both great parents. I've seen how you are with Billy, so I mean, I know that you guys will figure it out.
Okay, so I'll just look into the preschoolers and the preschooler program, and also I'll talk to him about his job. He's not really difficult, so I think it'll be okay. But thank you for listening to me. And
no problem. I'm available whenever you need me.
thank you.
You're welcome.